Hi, let's talk about 3 important tips for playing with your kids. So I wanted to give you these strategies to help you kind of be aware of all of the amazing things that you probably are already doing. And if you struggle with anxiety and you're kind of having a bad day or an off day, and these are some things that can kind of help guide you and give you a little bit of support as you engage with your kids, because sometimes when we're feeling anxious, we can kind of feel like there's this disconnect between what we want to do and what we're capable of doing. So just focusing on these little steps can kind of help us get to where we want to be as moms. The other thing I wanted to say is if you're experiencing a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of overwhelm in motherhood, there are so many strategies that we can learn and practice to help us throughout the day and help us heal some of that overwhelm. I'll create another short video for that. I also have a whole entire program dedicated to that. So the first tip when you're playing with your kids, these are so simple but so powerful. So when we are playing with our kids, we want to create this sense of safety, this space of love and belonging for them to be nurtured and grow in. And so one of the most important things we can do for our kids is look them in the eye. This is such a powerful way to fill up their little love tanks. So powerful, so simple. And yet when you are in that, I don't have enough time, I'm so stressed out, I just need to get this done, it can take intention to slow down, look them in the face, smile, and make that eye contact. So that's the first thing. And if you have been feeling any guilt, like that I'm not doing enough with my kid, not engaging enough with them, feeling any of that kind of pressure, just being aware of all of the times you make that eye contact and celebrate it. You are doing such an amazing job as a mom, and you probably don't even realize or celebrate half of the amazing things that you do. So eye contact is a huge one. Number 2, when you're playing, use nurturing touch. So nurturing touch is things that are comforting, things that are soothing. So like, massage type gestures, rubbing your hands down their little arms. I'm just using my cat as an example. She always wants to be in these videos. So using nurturing touch, so like squeezing and holding and hugging, rubbing their arms and legs, massaging, maybe even like wrapping them in blankets and rolling them and holding and hugging them. Those are all nurturing touch kind of things. Holding their hand when you're running or playing, allowing them to sit on your lap when you're playing the games, those kind of things. Those are all nurturing touch, and I'm sure you're using them all the time already, but it's just another way to be aware of the amazing mom that you already are and to help you kind of direct you as you are playing. I'm doing this. I'm doing such a great job as a mom. I'm filling their little love tanks. Third step is following their lead. So sometimes I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves that we have to come up with the games, we've got to keep the games rolling, or that we have to follow certain rules or do certain things. But one of the most powerful things we can do for our kids is follow their lead when we play. And I'm going to dedicate a separate video to just like child-led learning and child-led play, self-directed play. But today, we just want to talk about following their lead. So when you're playing with them and they say, hey, let's kick this ball. Okay, that's all right. If you thought you were going to play pass or whatever, and they decide they want to kick it, great, let's do that. And if they decide, I don't want to use a ball, I want to use, this pair of socks and throw it in there, follow their lead. It'd be like, just follow them and see where their imagination and their playful attitude takes them. It's so powerful, because this is so important, because so often as little kids, they are being told no. They're being told you have to follow the rules. You have to do it a certain way. We have to do it now. We have to, And when we're playing, we want to really allow them as much as possible to be the leaders, to be the directors, to gain those skills in directing their learning, directing their playing, and play is such a powerful way for them to learn. It's crazy. Like, I think it takes 400 to 500 repetitions to create a neuron pathway in the brain. So if you were trying to learn something, you would have to practice it 400 to 500 times to create that neuron pathway. If you're using a playful approach and learning through play, it can take only 8 to 10 times of practice, of play, to create that neuron pathway. So using play for kids is their work, because they are learning so much through their play. So if we allow them to learn, to direct their own play and follow along with them, we will be learning along with them, plus supporting them as they learn. It's so, so powerful. So following their lead, if they make a suggestion, go along with it, and within reason. If they're wanting to do something dangerous, try to find a creative way to be like, instead of jumping off, the freezer, let's jump off this chair and land on this pillow, or whatever. Okay, like, how to use your common sense. Covered in cat hair now. So those are the 3 tips for engaging with your kids: eye contact, the nurturing touch, and following their lead. If you have any questions, any concerns, are unsure of anything that I said, please ask questions in the group. I am here to support you in any way. I'd love to hear what is coming up for you, how the games are going. And I'm excited to hear how play has impacted you and your child's relationship. Bye.